Hello, in this tutorial we are going to learn about stretch command. So stretch command is in modify panel, or you can use just a shortcut as str to activate stretch command. Okay, so in this case I will just go here in modify panel and I will click on this icon to activate the stretch. Now at command line you can see it is prompting as select the object. So in stretch case you have to just select the object by crossing window or crossing polygon. Let me just expand this one and you can see here the option that select the object to stretch by crossing window. In this case we have to just select by crossing window or crossing polygon option, okay, not just directly select the object, okay, like this. Now let me just explain why it is necessary that we have to select by crossing window or crossing polygon. And for example I want to stretch this rectangle in x direction or in horizontal direction. So in this case what I will do, I will just select it by crossing window option. So I will just select this one like this. Now the object that completely fall under this selection will not be stretched, and the object that completely outside from this selection also will not stretch, and the object that is partially selected will be stretched. Okay, so I will click over here. Now you can see in this case this line and this line will be stretched, and then I will right click over here and I will pick this point and I will stretch. And now you can see here these two lines, these two horizontal lines are going to stretch. Other than you can see these vertical lines are not going to stretch. Okay, so that is why we are just going to select it by crossing window or crossing polygon. Okay, so I will just click over here. Now if I just want to stretch it in vertical position like this, in this case I will just go here and I will just select like this. Okay, I will just partially select these two lines, this line and this line, and the line that are completely inside or outside the selection will not be stretched. So I will right click and I will stretch it over here. Okay, so for example I want to just stretch this line and this line only. In this case I will just select this one and I will just select like this. Okay, like this. Now these two lines are partially selected, so in this case these two lines will be stretched. Okay, so I will click over here, right click, and then you can see these two lines. Okay, these two lines are going to stretch and other two lines are not going to stretch. Okay, so this is how you can just stretch an object. Now you can just stretch an object with specific length as well. Let me just paint it over here. Okay, and the length of this rectangle is 1000 millimeter, and let me just stretch with specific dimension. Okay, I will just go here and I will select this object. Okay, as I told you how you can just select and stretch. Okay, I will hit enter. Now you can see at command line it is just prompting as specify second point. So in this case I will just give a value as a second point as 200 millimeter and I will hit enter. Now you can see here instead of 1000 it is now 1200. So this is how you can just use stretch command in AutoCAD. Hope you understand this session. We'll see you in the next.